Plaintiff Shalori Sherman says she got engaged to the defendant within 2 months of meeting, and the defendant charged the engagement ring to her credit card. Shalori claims she soon got cold feet and called off the engagement, and she's suing her ex for breach of contract. Defendant Raphael Ragland says after Shalori called off the engagement, they continued to see each other. However, Raphael claims things ended for good after she went through his phone and saw text messages between Raphael and his ex.
Start with you.
So 2018 in September, I met Ralph. We were vibing, the energy was good, like things were just flowing. So within like 2 weeks, Ralph confessed he loved me. He said that he wanted to marry me.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
What'd you put on him? Well, I mean, like cologne or a root, you know, you put a root on it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, he confessed he loved me. I mean, we was vibing, like we had good conversation, we shared similar goals. So, you know, I was there with him, you know, that was my boo. So within like 2 months, we got engaged. So we had a few problems here and there, but that's typical relationships. So I started kind of getting cold feet. You know, like things were moving kind of quickly. Like I was in the moment, but then like when it happened, like I started getting cold feet. So I told Ralph, I was honest with him. I'm like, you know, things are just moving a little bit too fast, you know, so let's slow down. You know, plus it was like other things on my mind, like he ended up putting our engagement ring, well, my engagement ring on my credit card. So I was not happy about that. And then like I questioned a few things. Like I didn't know if maybe he was still messing with like the mother of his child. Because like somebody else had messaged me and told me that he still had relations with her. So it was just a lot of things going through my mind. So I told Ralph, like, I did break off the engagement. I did get the ring back. And I told him, like, I just want to slow down. You know, okay. I never abandoned him.
How did he feel about that?
How did who?
How did he feel about it?
I mean,
like... You forgot about him. Not only did you slow it down, you forgot who he was. He who? This gentleman
Ralph,
here.
Okay,
that you were engaged
like he,
to.
I mean, I can only speak from like
What did he say? What was his response?
He thought I just completely abandoned him and left him, but that wasn't the case.
No, when you told him right that minute, what did he say? I just want to know how hurt he was. Tell me how he looked.
When I first gave him the ring back.
Because you feel better now, don't you? No?
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm not gonna. Poor thing. All right, I'm sorry. You told him right that minute. What did he say? I just want to know how hurt he was. Tell me how he looked.
When I first gave him the ring back.
Because you feel better now, don't you? No?
Yeah.
Well, all right, I'm not gonna. Poor thing. All right, I'm sorry.
Plaintiff Shalori Sherman got engaged to the defendant within 2 months of dating, but she claims she called the wedding off because she got cold feet.
Let me hear from you, sir.
Just like she said, we met last year. It was love at first sight for me, obviously. It was going good, everything was going good, and then, like she said, she got cold feet and called off the engagement. So we was still cool, we still hanging out, we was still vibing. And one night I think I was drunk. I came in and laid on the floor, and she used my thumb to get into my iPhone.
Oh.
I did not use your thumb, Ralph. I'm sorry, I had your password, but go.
My thumb. And
you look for it, you'll find it.
She seen some.
You'll find something. You might misinterpret it.
She seen some text messages.
You're gonna find something.
She seen some text messages she ain't like.
She misinterpreted, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't.
No.
When you told the woman it felt so good last night, you were saying your spirits felt good after you finished praying.
It wasn't.
That's what he meant.
It wasn't even like that.
Or it felt good to win in a game of cards. Go ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. She just.
What was said on the text message?
I don't even. To be honest, I don't even remember.
You don't want to remember.
It was my kid's mom.
Saying bring milk at 1 a.m. Got milk?
No, I don't even.
What are you suing him for, man? He cheated. You busted him. He choked up. Go ahead. 3,000. Tell me about the money.
Okay, so I'm suing Ralph because, like, in November of last year, I added him to my credit cards an authorized user to help build his credit. We agreed on it or whatever, to help build his credit. I'm with him, I care about him, like, my credit good, I want you to be good too. So we made a verbal agreement. This is essentially your card, even though I'm primary, but he's on there. So you pay the payments every month for what you use. And I specifically told Ralph, do not go over $1,000. Because once you go over $1,000, it's just out of control. He agreed. He told me he would not go over it. And me, I am very impulsive. I will keep telling you over and over, don't do this, don't do that, don't go over $1,000. Have you spent that credit card? Have you did this? Have you did that? So fast forward, literally like a month and a half, or maybe just like a month, I checked the credit card statement. He done ran the credit card up to like $6,000. Now, mind you, the credit card was at a zero balance once I gave it to him.
Had you seen any of the items that he purchased? Was he suddenly a sharper man? His shoes
No,
more
I mean, he had bought
expensive?
shoes before and stuff, but it wasn't nothing like typically it wasn't nothing like out the norm, because he does work. Like, he does have his own money.
Okay.
So he might have shoes here and there.
So what
but
did he do with the $6,000 then?
That's the
If
thing,
you
okay.
didn't see any product of it, he smoked it up?
Okay, he bought.
Nah. Nah. Nah, Your Honor. Nah.
Say he didn't smoke it up on cracks. I don't know what else you can do with $6,000 that quick and don't come home with anything. Go ahead. What did he do with the money?
Okay, so one thing he did, he put the ring on there, which I found out he ended up doing that, which that was maybe like close to $2,000. But there's still another $4,000 here somewhere.
Did you ask him what he did?
I'm looking at the
Okay.
statements. I'm seeing restaurants. There were some stores he went to, but it's like mostly restaurants here or there. Probably liquor store, because he liked to have a fifth of Hennessy all the time. So I'm looking at this like, where's all this come from? Then I seen like a hotel room on there, and then I'm questioning that like, hotel room. Exactly.
Now you're on to something.
Yeah, so I'm like, where is this hotel room? You never told me about this. He claiming he got it for his cousin.
Yeah, excuse me, Your Honor. She know my cousin was going through something, and I did get my cousin that hotel room. She know that.
I'm saying that's what he told me, but I never knew anything about this hotel until I checked the statement.
I'm not going to cross-examine you, sir, because I'd tear that apart. All right. So he agreed, obviously, to pay the bill and has not.
Yeah, and so here, and then he signed a promissory note. This was in January after we broke up. So even after we broke up, we went to the bank, had a promissory note that he would pay the balance. So I'm like, where is this hotel room? You never told me about this. He claiming he got it for his cousin.
Yeah, excuse me, Your Honor. She know my cousin was going through something, and I did get my cousin that hotel room.
I'm saying that's what he told me, but I never knew anything about this hotel until I checked the statement.
I'm not going to cross-examine you, sir, because I'd tear that apart.
Plaintiff Shalori Sherman got engaged to the defendant within 2 months of dating, but she claimed she called the wedding off because she got cold feet.
Sir, tell me about this.
Yeah, I did.
Did you charge it up, first of all? Let's start there. And what did you charge $6,000 worth of goods for?
Just here, like she said, food here and there, Sometimes I get the Hennessy on there, sometimes.
If you spend $4,000 over the course of how long? How many months?
A month.
1 month. What did you buy for $4,000? You didn't eat up $4,000 worth.
It wasn't 1 month.
Because if you ate up $4,000 worth in 1 month, you would be severely overweight unless you were smoking it off with crack.
Yeah, I don't smoke anything.
Did you smoke the weight off? Then why aren't you $4,000 heavier? You said you went to the restaurants. That's all I've heard. And drink Hennessy.
Yeah.
4,000, I want to hear it. Who spends $4,000 in 1 month and can't tell you what they spent it on? You still can't?
Nah.
Then what am I supposed to think?
Crack.
He donated, crack. You can't tell me nothing. Your mom, did you address one of her emergencies?
I did.
Now you're lying on your mama. Judgment for the plaintiff. You don't lie on your mama in here. Judgment for the plaintiff because he promised to pay and has not. That's why. Have a good day, folks.
I wish nothing but the best for Ralph.
Same thing with me. I still love her as a great person. Yeah.